happens when you find out that a DC Black Label, comic is got a very interesting story, but then you try to enjoy it, and it kind of goes off the rails. Well, you're about to find out. As this comic book review episode is about Batman Reptilian, a 6-part miniseries, and we're about to get started with its review. Welcome back, Adventurous Ones, for another comic book review. I am your host, as always, the Adventurous One himself, the master of all multiverses, and the reason why the MCU and the DCEU took a total crap. That's right, I said a total crap. Joseph Michaels, the Adventurous Joe, at your service. Anyways, we got DC's Black Label, Batman Reptilian. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, this story was so off the hinges, you didn't know if it was coming or going. Okay? Without reading the whole 6-part miniseries, you wouldn't know where it's if it was coming or going. Because the artwork was absolute atrocious in it. It's going for that dark and gritty kind of deal, but at the same time, when you can't barely tell if your character is looking at a bloody scene or a guy that's almost chewed in half or anything else in between it, yeah, you're gonna feel like somebody needs their eyes checked. And the story itself was very, very weird. Okay? Batman is on the trail of what he thinks is Killer Croc. Okay? Croc is supposedly killing or badly hurting other villains. Okay? The Joker got jumped. Riddler and Two-Face got jumped and everything else in between. But they weren't just jumped. They were chomped into. Penguin was barely hanging on for dear life, for God's sake. And the whole time, Batman's trying to find this thing, find out what the heck's going on, thinking it's Killer Croc. And the one thing I hated about this Batman, he even treats Alfred like crap. Alfred, his loyal butler, his loyal compadre, man that's like a father to him, and he treats him like dirt in this. Okay? And I'm like, if I could get through this comic, I would punch that guy. I don't care if he's Batman. I would punch him. Because that man looks after you, takes care of you, and everything else in between. It isn't until almost the end of the frickin' comic, this whole frickin' miniseries, that he finally wises up and starts treating Alfred like, Batman would treat Alfred. Asking for advice. What do you think I should do? And everything else in between. What if this is Croc? And doing all this craziness. And he tells him all these certain things in between, here and there. And it takes Batman almost the whole miniseries before he finally wises up and says, "Oh, I'm sorry, Alfred, I treated you this way," and stuff. And especially when Alfred gets snarky with him and tells him that, hey, you're the Dark Knight, you're the great detective, figure it out. Alfred didn't want to help him anymore. He gave him all this advice. He tried to help him understand things, and it's just like, ugh. And on top of that, when Batman finally does find Croc, it is the most messed up thing in the world. Literally, Croc gave birth. Killer Croc is a guy, for God's sake. And Batman's trying to tell him, oh, because you're this way and this way, are you kind of, what are you, like a transy or something? And they're like, what in the hell is going on in this comic? This ain't a serious. He wasn't even being serious half the time. Batman was cracking jokes like he's Spider-Man. I'm sitting there going, what in the hell? And I'm like, please tell me I'm almost done with this comic. Okay, issue 5. By the end of issue 5, you find out what the heck Killer Croc gave birth to. And it wasn't just some croc baby kind of deal. He gave birth to a frickin' crocodile with wings. A bat. He literally gave birth to a giant crocodile-sized bat. And it tries to kill both him and Batman over and over again. And I'm like, why is it trying to, it just got me lost. This went from being something that could have been completely good to completely lost. Not to mention the fact that Batman making wisecracks during a serious situation, something you don't see Batman do all the time, and treating Alfred like crap throughout the whole story arc till almost the end of it. Terrible. The artwork alone inside of each issue was terrible. You could barely make heads or tails of what the heck was going on with this person or this person. Wait, he said this guy is supposed to be his informant? How do I know if that's his informant? Oh, until they say, oh, this is his informant, and somebody just tried to take a bite out of him and crap. And then on top of that, the cops think Batman is behind the whole thing. I'm like, he's the one that's coming to you guys trying to help you and stuff, and you think he's behind it? Whew. Terrible. Absolute terrible. So the question is, this 6-part miniseries, what do I rate it? I'm going to tell you right now. It went from being something that could have been really good, downright terrible. And I'm giving it about a 5 out of 10. Because, yes, it's DC Black Label. I get that they're trying to go for the dark and gritty, gruesome kind of stuff. But when you got Batman wisecracking jokes during a serious situation and everything else in between, it takes you out of the seriousness. It takes you out of the gruesomeness. Terrible. Absolute terrible. Final judgment for Batman Reptilian is a 5 out of 10. Not recommending you pick this up. Not recommending whatsoever. I mean, if I had a way to get rid of this whole thing, I'll do it. But that's about it. This was awful. This was absolute terrible artwork inside of each issue. You could barely make out characters, especially when he's sitting there trying to talk to Penguin, and Penguin's like almost got a big freaking chunk of himself missing and crap. Two-Face's face got literally ripped off, and you know what Batman says? Rather than saying, is Harvey going to be okay or something like that, he says, well, now they match. Now both sides of his face match. Oh my God, why? Why? Anyways, DC Black Label's Batman Reptilian, final judgment, 5 out of 10, not recommended. That's it for this episode of the Comic Book Review Show, Adventurous Ones. Let's hear your thoughts down in the comments section down below. Did you like this review? Did you think it could be better? Did you think the comic itself could have been a little more better if you'd already read it yourselves and stuff? Let's hear your thoughts down in the comments section down below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave your comments, and hit that bell notification because we got a lot more on the way in 2024. We're not even close to done on 2024, and we still got more to come. So, make sure you hit that bell and set it to all. So until the next one, my adventurous ones, especially till the next review, peace out. May the force be with all of you. And every last one of y'all have a safe, lovely, and beautiful week out there. Take care of yourselves, your family, your friends, your pets, loved ones in general. Be smart, unlike Batman in here and stuff. Be smart. Don't do stupid stuff out there that'll take you away from your family and everybody. Get home safely. Take care of yourselves out there. And God bless all of you. I will see you all